Title: Is your swimmer squad safe? COVID-19 and male fertility. TLDR: COVID-19 versus the boys downstairs. Recent research busts the myth that COVID-19 vaccines cause infertility, but points to the virus itself potentially taking a swing at male fertility. Why? High levels of ACE2 receptors, COVID's favorite docking point, are found in the family jewels, possibly making them a target for viral attack. Once upon a pandemic, a nasty little rumor circulated online that COVID-19 vaccines were doubling as fertility foes, particularly for the dudes. Disproved? You bet. But the plot thickens. Could the virus itself be messing with the manly baby-making department? Let's deep dive, folks. From the get-go, researchers have been putting male fertility under the COVID-19 microscope. After all, it seemed like the virus had a thing for the guys. COVID-19 was hitting male patients harder, and science peeps started thinking it was down to the virus's modus operandi. So what's the deal with COVID and the Y chromosome, anyway? It's all about a little something called the ACE2 receptor. COVID-19 needs these guys to get into human cells and start throwing its viral party. And guess where you can find a high level of these ACE2 receptors? In the crown jewels, making them a potential playground for the virus. But wait, there's more. The ACE2 receptor isn't a newbie on the viral scene. Its partner in crime, the SARS-CoV-1 virus, responsible for the 2003 to 2004 SARS outbreak, was also a fan of this receptor and was known to mess with male reproductive organs. So now, researchers are keeping a keen eye on its notorious sibling, SARS-CoV-2, aka COVID-19. But let's take a step back, guys and gals. What does all of this scientific jargon mean for Joe Bloggs and his plans to start a family? Should he be worried? Could this add a whole new level to the term safe sex in a pandemic? Just remember, this is research, not life advice. So no need to freak out. Yet. But let's face it, living in a pandemic is already weird enough without having to worry about the future of your family tree, right? To conclude, we have to ask ourselves, should the virus be considered a threat to male fertility, or is it all just speculation at this point? Could COVID-19 be the unforeseen Trojan horse, attacking where it hurts the most? And how would that impact the demographics of the future world? Disclaimer: this article is for information purposes only and does not constitute professional medical advice. Always consult with a healthcare provider for advice. So, what do you think? Is it time to add COVID-19 risk to fertility to the pandemic worry list, or is it just another theory to keep us on our toes?